What's going on my straw hats? Man, I just I just watched clips of episode 1015 again. I'll be honest with you guys. I just quit my job. I really just quit my job like 2 hours ago, about 2 hours ago. And yeah, I don't know if I had my hand over the mic, but I just quit my job 2 hours ago. And I was conflicted for a minute. You know what I mean? Yesterday's shift is not that I went bad or anything, but it was just like my energy was not connecting with who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Like I call myself the Straw Hat Angel, and like eventually at the end of the day, or I'm asking myself like, what would Luffy do? You know what I mean? And like essentially it's when you're going against who you are or going against what you believe in. Like I pride myself on being Straw Hat Angel, and I gotta do exactly what I believe in, and I pride myself on giving a Luffy level effort in everything I do, and that's what I intend to do. Only reason I got the job, was I set out with the goal of making sure I got Christmas presents for my family, because in the last year, the previous year before it, I wasn't able to get anybody Christmas presents, and it played a major part on my soul, just because like I love giving gifts out. I love being able to show people what they mean, with or without material things. But Christmas time is special, and I wasn't able to go ahead and actually give them gifts 2023. And it stuck with me. So I told myself I told myself if I was I told myself you're gonna get the job. It was a contract job. It was only till like March. But I set out my goal. I set out my goal. My goal was to get the job and to go ahead and get the Christmas presents for my family. Goal achieved. I managed to get everybody Christmas presents, and I'm still here working the job because I'm thinking like, my boy has a wedding. I gotta be able to afford to go to that. Um, Bills, the kids, everything along those lines. But then, it was something inside of me was conflicted. Like I was really conflicted. Like, why am I here? I couldn't figure out why I'm here. Like, besides the promise of a paycheck, you know what I mean? It was 25 bucks an hour, Canadian dollars, and that might be I was doing snow removal. So I'm from Ottawa, Ontario. So like the shifts very rare. Very rare that you can do it's very rare that you do like a 4 hour shift, 8 hour shift. Like the type of snow that we got, you can do 14 hours. And it's not the physical labor. I work hard. I try and keep my body strong. It wasn't even the mental part of it, people pushing through. It was purely the not aligning with who I am, what I'm capable of doing, and what my dreams are. So the title of this was like Real Tears. Like if y'all look closely, like I like was in tears just because I was watching the clips again of I was watching the clips of chapter not chapter episode 1015 of One Piece. Right. And so I've seen it multiple times. So I'll tell y'all this. I didn't watch all of Wano. I read the manga, but yeah, like, as you guys can see on my channel here, I do the manga reactions. But it's been a minute since I've actually watched One Piece, just because I like to watch it in like episodes of like 100. I like to watch it in like hundreds. You know what I mean? When I first started watching One Piece, I watched like 600 episodes in like a month or like 2 weeks or something like that. So I love watching it in like bulk. And you know 10:15, I managed to watch it. So I watched the first time I started watching it was, or sorry, the first time I saw like 10:15, the walk between the Yonko scene. I watched that like 15 days in a row. And it was kind of like the start of my day because like it was mental. It was like I connect with Luffy. Like I look at myself as the real life Luffy, 100%. You know, like I want to encourage people to fight for their dreams. I want to encourage people to do what they believe in. I want to encourage people to smile and be free. You know, my biggest thing is about being free, and when you're not living what it is that you're preaching about, it's like super conflicting. You know what I mean? So that's what I felt like when I was doing the job or working in snow removal. So legit, I'm telling you, like 2 hours ago and 2 hours ago and 30 minutes, I quit. Gave him a call. I was like, yo, I'm not coming in. This is it. Like it's not sitting right with me. It's conflicting with who I am. You know what I mean? And like I'm telling my kids, like you can do anything that you imagine. And here I am not actually practicing what I preach. You know what I mean? So it's not sitting right with me. Like my daughter, my baby, my 2-year-old, she was telling me she can't do something like 2 days ago. And I'm looking her in the eyes. I'm like, baby, you can do anything. You know what I mean? But here I am conflicted whether or not I should leave this job just because I'm not sure if this entrepreneurial slash entertainer route is actually going to work again. You know what I mean? I've tried a couple of times, but have I given it like my 1,000%? Anyways, how does this connect it to episode 1015? So, like I said, there's a period where I watched episode 1015 like 15 days in a row, just like clips of it. You know, so you have the scene where they get onto the rooftop. You have the scene where they get onto the rooftop. You have the scene where Luffy walks through Kaido Big Mom and then, you know, gets the Kinemon, and then you have the scene of Red Rock. And when I say I love just like it's my actually the background on my phone, like the little picture, the image of Luffy walking between Kaido and Big Mom, not just the silhouette of him where you can't see his eyes. You know what I mean? And like that part, like it's just so badass to put it to put it lightly. I love that scene just because I like, you know, I treat everything in that mode. Like my theme song, I always, if I want to go like, you know, take things up a notch, I'm listening to Overtaken, you know, the Drums of Liberation. I literally listen to Drums of Liberation to at the gym, and you know, when I'm running, when I have to run a marathon, when I ran my marathons before I ran I ran longer than a marathon. Listen, and I was ready to collapse, but I decided, but why I ran the marathon is my daughter's birthday, and I couldn't buy her anything, and she wanted a football. But I knew I had a football at my old crib. So what I did was I ran from my old crib to my house with my daughter to give her the football for her birthday, and then ran back. And like I thought that distance was the distance of a marathon, but it was a little bit longer. And just at the end of it, there's like a giant hill that I didn't think I was gonna be able, that I was ready to collapse. You know what I mean? Like my feet were killing me, and I did it all in sandals too. I did it in slides. Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy like that, but that's just like what Luffy, that's just me trying to embody what Luffy represents to me and what One Piece represents to me. Like you can do anything, you know what I mean? And I truly believe that's the case. I truly believe that it's possible. And you know, I managed to run past the marathon. But again, sorry to tie this all up into to 10:15. It's, you know, when Kinemon asked Luffy to carry Wano on his back, when Kinemon asks Luffy to carry Wano on his back, it just sums up to me what feels like life in general. You know, I take care of two families. I take care of like my kids, and then but I also take care of my parents. My dad has Parkinson's, and my mom takes care of him. But like, you know, neither of them can drive now, and so I got to go ahead and do all the driving. So I do the groceries for both households, you know, and it's a lot of mental stuff, a lot of emotional stuff. So I got to go ahead and actually do a lot of the I can't be not okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't allow me to not be okay. And it doesn't allow me to feel weak. It doesn't allow me to have bad days, and all those things are unavoidable. You know what I mean? And so what I did was, or what I had to leave. I had to leave the job. You know what I mean? Because it was impacting how I felt about that overall. And I said immediately after quitting this job here, you know, a lot of people think 25 bucks an hour might be amazing, but like I know millionaires, and like this game isn't hard. It's hard, but that's if you allow it to be hard. But you know, 10-15, Kinemon asking Luffy to put Wano on his back, and then like Red Rock, it's like it's really meditative for me. It's spiritual for me in a way. You know what I mean? And like it just brings me to tears. It really brings me to tears. Like I told you, I watched 10-15, excuse me, 15 days in a row. And on day 15, I broke into tears. Like David, I've seen the same scene 15 times. And on day 15, I went into tears. And like first I appreciate Oda so much. I want to do so much for Japan. I want to, you know, give back to Japan, give back to Oda, give back to One Piece community. So like I might not have the best reactions or the most consistent with these videos, but I wanted to share the story at least with y'all. So for those of you who connect, like anybody who watches One Piece, like you guys are family for forever. And like I'll do anything I can to support this community and to give to you guys what you know, what you deserve. I want to get y'all closer to your dreams, you know what I mean? And I have another channel with a couple homies where we're going to be talking about that exactly, right? Like talking about getting closer to your dreams, how One Piece inspires us to go after our dreams. And I think that this story is going to come up again, and I think it's going to be great. I'm super excited for it. And you know, again, I just watched a couple clips of 10-15, and like it brought me to tears again. And you know, it's masterful storytelling. Like I don't watch a lot of shows, I don't read a lot of stuff. You know, everybody tries to say, oh, this show is great, this manga is great, this anime is great, all those things, but I'm just like like y'all ain't touching One Piece, bro. This One Piece is different. One Piece is fantastic on so many levels. And you know, you have like it, I don't even know how to describe it, guys, but I wanted to just share the story with you. I'm gonna be streaming every day going forward. There's no reason for me not to stream no more. I promise I'm gonna be connecting with you guys. I promise y'all gonna see my dreams come true. I promise I'm gonna do my best to make sure y'all's dreams come true. And you know, if you just stick with me, I promise that we'll go ahead and you know, we'll reach the One Piece together. So if it's your first time on my channel, thank you so much for watching. I pray and ask that y'all go ahead and subscribe. You know, I'm gonna put a link in the description for the other channel. Once it come for the other channel, we're gonna have a lot more vids coming. And I guarantee you, I promise you, shout out to my little bro too, but I guarantee you, I promise you, you know, the One Piece is real, and young Straw Hat Ainge is real. And I'm gonna do the best and most I can for this community to make sure that my dream, what I would love to do, what I would really love to do, is be able to take a handful, not even a handful, a bunch of the One Piece community to Japan to celebrate the ending of One Piece. Or like whenever the story is over, you know, hopefully we got, you know, I'm sure we got a couple years left, a couple years left. But you know, one thing I would love to do is actually take people to Japan, and so we can all, you know, be in a giant, you know, celebration of the One Piece community. I don't know what that last comment says, but I appreciate you for even commenting or watching and clicking in. But you know, again, guys, I want you all to strive for your dream. I know you gotta provide for families. I know you gotta provide for yourself. I know you think you gotta do what it is that you gotta do to be cool or to live up to some expectation. But you know, this is me coming to y'all raw. Pause. This is me just being straightforward with y'all. I'm trying to share my experience. You know what I mean? Like, and just shout out to Oda, shout out to Luffy, shout out to the writer, shout out to the director of episode 10-15. And, you know, I'm just grateful to everybody who is tuning in, who has tuned in. And I promise I'm going to give y'all a Luffy level effort going forward. All right, so it's your boy Ange, aka Straw Hat Ange. I appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait for the rest of 2025. We'll see. We'll need to dive back to this video here at the end of the year. At the end, sorry, back. We'll come here a year from now, and we'll see what kind of progress we've made. You know, so love to you all. All right, Straw Hats, stay strong. Keep dreaming, please. Just keep dreaming. I believe in you.